G'day everyone, welcome to Coast to Coast. Massive week around the footy club. Plenty to talk about. Spirits are up, banter is high. It's all wins and wedding bells at the moment, which is probably leading the agenda. Firstly, before I get to it, I'm going to welcome a couple of life members and some pretty ripping blokes around the club. Dommy, Gov, how are you boys?
Good, mate. Thanks for having me. So, it was a good win on the weekend, wasn't it? It was good to watch. Wasn't a pretty game, but last 10 minutes was pretty exciting to watch.
Yeah,
it's good.
You enjoy yourself out there, Gov?
I did. It was. You always enjoy it when you win, for sure. But I actually enjoyed it the whole night as much as it was. Probably wasn't pretty to watch. It's pretty. The finished product was pretty with the win, so
Absolutely.
It's nice.
Oscar Allen, it's awesome to have you back. You were just emotionless, as I mentioned, wedding bells. You quite numb to it all. That was your intro of wins and wedding bells.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. It was funny. I went behind the play late and Kruger kicked this goal and Gov and I were like hugging and I've picked him up and it seemed overs in hindsight considering it was just like a normal round 21 game and Gov was obviously happy because we won, but I was like, oh my God, this is going to be the best weekend ever. I was so happy because I was chatting with Duggo before and those who don't know, I got engaged on the weekend, but when Duggo got engaged, we lost by 100 points the day before, and he reckons it was real flattening, and the whole weekend he had to work hard to bounce. I was like, I hope we play well on Friday night. So.
You're calling it off, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're changing your date.
I
If
think
you're losing
so.
by 100, I reckon I'm changing. Hats off to you, Dougie. You are just a true man. Just
Were
to
you-
his word.
Were you nervous dropping the knee, Oz?
Nah.
You weren't nervous at all? No.
You know, after a game, how you're so tired, you're almost hungover?
Yeah.
I think that helped considerably, but I've had this ring for 6 months.
Oh, you've done well.
Yeah.
You've had some second thoughts about the matter, were you?
Nah, well, I wanted to do it when Lorna's old man was here and then he got crook and then it just wasn't the right time and then he passed away, so I just had to find the right time for it. So I've been waiting for a long time, so it was kind of just...
Mate, you're well done holding it for that long. I was petrified that my missus would find it and I'd lose it and all the other... So, well, mate, hats off to you.
The insurance has well and truly run out, so I've probably got to get on the back of that. But, thanks, boys.
Can you run through with the romantics about how the modern man would go about such business now, or is it all kept behind closed doors?
Yeah, as I mentioned, Lorna's father unfortunately passed away probably a couple months ago now, and one thing she always said was she wanted her old man to know or be a part of it. So before he passed away, I brought the ring into the hospital, asked him, and he said yes. So I had a photo of me, her old man, in the ring, and then she just come downstairs for breakfast on Saturday morning and said, no, it's anything different. Saw a photo frame. She said, oh, you got a photo of you and Dad. And then she got closer and saw the ring in the photo, and then she was crying, I was crying. I thought I'd made this big eloquent speech. I just mumbled out, marry me. And then I don't even know if she answered because she was crying as well. But
You went full JK in the huddle melt.
yeah, but she still got the ring on now, so that's a positive. But yeah.
Did you get on one knee?
I did, yeah.
You did, yeah.
I did, yeah. Nah, just about. But yeah, it was good. Lorna was saying the other day, can we redo it? And pretend it was we both look real nice, and it's all happy, and you actually say something. I was like, no, that's all you get.
Yeah, keep it authentic.
Yeah.
Were you quite composed during yours, Dommy?
I was. But I didn't hold on to the ring for as long as Oscar. I reckon I held on to it for 2 days or something like that. But
Really?
Yeah.
2 days in the let's get this done.
I kept it simple, just in the backyard, and
Yeah.
my wife, she was in a good mood at the time, so I thought, today's the day. So I just did it.
Yeah, I was waiting for a good
But I was
mood, and it took me
nervous.
6 months.
I was completely fine in the lead up, and then about 30 seconds before, just absolutely myself.
Apple crumbled.
Yep. So for 30 seconds, nervous as, and then it was all sweet.
What were you like, Gov? You're a pretty cool, calm guy.
I was probably... I was fine. I wasn't worried about her saying yes.
Yeah.
No, but I had the kids with me, so it was a little bit of a show with the kids fanging around. I was actually on the beach in Exmouth, and made up some poor excuse to go for a walk, and then and then Hudson, actually, my son, had the ring. And
That would be most nerve-wracking, wouldn't it?
no, because I had it on me and I sort of slipped it to him on the sly, and then sort of got down on a knee. She's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, Hudson's got something for you." And he's bobbling it around in his hands. I'm going, "Oh, come on, boy, this is your time to shine." And then he obviously gave it to her, and she said yes, which was nice. So a bit different.
A fair week for the McGovern family. Like, what was baby bro was trying to go up 2-1 in the post-siren goals. What was the family WhatsApp like? How were the emotions over the weekend?
Yeah, did you take the mick out of him or nah?
Nah. I was actually celebrating my missus' 30th that day, so I didn't even know it was on or what happened. And my phone started blowing up of everyone saying I need to teach Mitch how to kick. And I'm like, oh, what's happened? And then obviously had a quick look and seen that he obviously missed the shot. So, you feel for him. I'm actually taking it a bit more personally, as in, like, I'm more upset for him than I am to give him because he's obviously he's a beautiful kick of the footy and circumstances. Obviously, the big fella missed it, but some can do it from that angle against Port Adelaide, and others can't do it against Collingwood. So
your goal popped up in my Instagram feed after the siren after that, and that was a genuine flower bag, wasn't it?
Was that from your account? Did you say this is how you do it, bro?
I didn't flush it.
Yeah, you didn't flush it, did you?
No, but I kicked through it. That's all that I always remember, is just try and kick through that footy. So even if she doesn't come off too well, it should hopefully go straight, and that one went straight.
Question for you. You're a good kick, like great kick. Can you kick on your left foot?
Nah.
So why is your brother so good on his left foot? Like he'll choose to kick on his left foot in moments where he does.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best I've seen. Sam Mitchell's really good, but Mitch has always been amazing on his left. He's ambidextrous. If it actually is a thing, my brother's definitely got it. Yeah, I've seen him kick set shots from left foot aside because he'd kick 4 or 5 in a game. 3 would be on his left from a set shot, and I reckon a set shot on your left's almost harder than just a general play kick on your left.
Yeah.
And so I'm more than happy to admit that he's much better on his left, but he didn't flush his right on the weekend.
No, not that occasion, but there'll be other times. Great 4-quarter effort from the boys. Great win. JD wound back the clock a bit in some old school JD form. Tackles in forward 50 like an absolute machine. Got amongst the score involvements. So did Oscar Allen, I see here, with 6 of the best score involvements. That was pretty good. You got Snake kicking 4 goals. So the NBA hand out awards, right? They got 6th Man of the Year, MVP. They got Most Improved. Would you say Jake Waterman is the most improved AFL player this year?
It has to be, yeah. By him or the bloke down the road, Josh Tracy's been much improved as well.
He's on there.
I'd have those two.
Yeah, who we compare him to is probably...
You'd go Cherry maybe from North Melbourne.
Yeah. He's had a good year. He's probably close to All-Australian.
Maybe Georgiades and 2.3 goals. He's 14th on the Coleman, so not as high as Snake. But there are a couple you'd consider. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I'm more probably impact. So for me, impact, like as in how well you've helped your team become a better team.
Yeah.
Jake Waterman's, for me, arguably had a massive impact on our year, and as much as we haven't won a lot, I feel like he's actually helped us become a better side. And same with Cherry. Is it Cherry or Sherry?
Yeah, Cherry, yeah.
Cherry. I'd say those two, for me, look like they've impacted their sides immensely, but...
Probably the age as well. Like the other boys are 21, 22. Like you expect them to take a step. Like Jakey and Sherry, they're both 26, I think, this year. So both later in their career to really make a massive jump. And he's probably the most improved. I'm obviously biased. I think he's
might be the weekend for the most improved player award. Whoever can put it together down at Tassie.
The Drew Petrie Cup.
So 48 goals, 17. That's Oscar Allen 2023.
That's right, yeah.
The commentators were mentioning on the weekend about your set shot or your goal record this year, and that you would have probably known whether you kicked more goals behinds, and the ledger was on a knife's edge for one of your shots. Yeah, apparently.
I started bad this year. I think I went 0-3 and then 2-4. Like kicked 0 goals 3 first game, then kicked 2 goals 4, then kicked 3 goals 5 or something. So I've been straight the last couple of weeks.
How you know that is amazing.
Yeah.
That's just a forwards mentality.
Mate, straight away.
No, it's I like it. It's good.
It's like a confidence thing because you walk off and you're like, but I had 6 shots. And that's how you tell yourself, like, I had opportunities today.
That one on the weekend where you bananaed to, who was it?
Dewa.
To Dewa.
Yeah.
Were you ever had in your mind to just have a shot?
Not really, no. I probably should have had a shot in hindsight. Like looking at it, I was in it. But it's just, I don't know, you don't think about it. You just like,
saw him.
Yeah. I've tried to be more team-oriented. I think you always go in with a mindset of team-oriented. But like particularly last couple of weeks have been like just try and find other people.
Yeah, I mean, you would have been well within your rights to have a shot there, and then you've done that, and it's impressive.
Thanks, mate.
It's good to watch, mate.
Thanks, mate.
It's good to watch.
Mate, You can grow and you can learn. The forwards, mate, it can be taught.
It can be taught.
There you go.
Forwards.
We had Clay Hall being the 9th debutant for the year, if you're counting Brocky and Flinny, so a fair number. Sheeta, what can you tell us about the boy from Binningup in Southwest?
No, he's a good fella. He come and lived with me for a couple of weeks when he first got drafted, so I got to know him a fair bit. But yeah, he's young, but he's hungry. He wants to do well, and he played his first game on the weekend, and he's got a lot of good attributes. Like, he's a very powerful runner up and down the ground, and he's clean and makes a lot of the right decisions. So it was good to see him get an opportunity, and I think he would have been close to playing round 1 this year if he didn't get injured. That's how well he was going in pre-season. So hopefully he can take this year, learn a lot, and head into his second year better. But still doesn't know how to cook or clean or anything. I got him doing a few things, but no, he was all right. Yeah, no, he was good.
So a lot of young fellas getting their first win. It was great to see the youth come through. Diwa was there as well. Voted most likely to streak in front of an event for West Coast Eagles teammates. Voted by you boys, so that was good.
Yeah. Well, mate. He can definitely back it up if he's going to be streaking. That's for sure. There's that.
Yeah, because Gov's saying he's very fast. So where do you guys?
Very fast.
Yeah, where do you guys sit on the Gatorade shower? Should it be outlawed? Are you for it?
What do you mean? Who's bringing this conversation up?
I'm just posing the question. Is it getting a bit old, or you guys really enjoy it? Do you think it's?
I think it's great. Why take it away?
I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, it's just. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but it's just an absolute drench.
You tipped a whole bucket of Gatorade on Simo's head after the grand final.
Yeah, it's grand final, mate. Not our 4th win for the year.
Hate it.
It's grand final, mate. Yeah, that's fair enough. I feel like that's the time to do it. Anyway, it's
Scully and Butts were growing a bit tiresome of it down the back end of their career, and I didn't know that was the case for some people. And I'm glad I posed the question.
Yeah, no, it's not that I don't dislike it. It's just the amount, and I'm seeing boys lining up with 6 bottles of Gatorade, and it's like, come on, boys, just a little sprinkle, get them a bit sticky, but
it actually is annoying when
there is a lot, and your boots get sticky.
Yeah.
I'm probably getting old, so maybe that's a sign to get with the times for me.
As soon as I walk in the change rooms, there's like young players playing who might be their first win. I'm just taking my boots off straight away and throwing them to the side before we get in the circle, and you can tell all the older players chuck their boots off early because they just don't want to ruin them.
And then the floor's sticky as well when you're running back for the warm up the next week or the week after. The floor's sticky as, but get over it, you old hag over here.
Your kids rolling around in the sticky Gatorade after the game or what?
Yeah, that's probably why I get upset.
Yeah.
Do you remember I get upset because my partner Maddie has to clean the laundry.
Do you remember the Subi Oval one when we were at Subi Oval, the warm up room where we used to do the Gatorade shower?
You couldn't get it out of the floor there.
Oh mate, that was like 30 years.
Imagine the Gatorade showers today.
Yeah.
You'd have to rip the floor up, full renovation every 2 weeks.
Gov, your season's been unreal. The 4th quarter was just gorgeous. Loved every minute of it. What do you feel about a backman putting through the game-winning goal though in Duggo?
No, not surprised at all. It's just good we finally got an opportunity to get up there. It's awesome. It's good for Duggo, good for the backs. Deep down at heart, he's a backman, but he's obviously played in the midfield on the weekend and played a pivotal role. I'm just glad it was him. I feel like he deserves that. He deserves everything he gets, Duggo, and got himself in a good opportunity to put us in front, obviously. And I'm stoked for him. I'm absolutely rapt that he got the opportunity, like I said, to get a little bit of credit. It's not like players running around for credit, but if anyone sort of deserves it, I feel like Duggo deserves a fair bit of credit. So it was great. But yeah, I think a lot of the boys had a lot of key moments throughout the night, from the young players to the senior, which was probably the thing that I enjoyed the most out of the whole night. Is everyone had some moments and stood up when they needed to.
Cripper's goal was definitely one of the best of the season for him.
Yeah.
The difficulty and the moment itself from time. It's his 250th this week, AFL overall. What's Cripper's best attribute on field and off field?
Geez, I think on field is... I've definitely learned how to train hard through watching Cripper. He's still... How old is he now? 31? 32. And he's still, in my eyes, the hardest trainer at our club. So I think that's probably his best on-field attribute, and he's just so connected with his teammates and understands what the game needs at any given time. So he's grown into a real leader on-field, but, what about off-field, Govey?
Off-field, Crib's mature now. He's very, very mature. He's matured as he's gotten older really well. Off-field he's a good fella. And off-field, Crib is the one guy that you want to really have fun with. But as he's obviously matured and gotten a bit older with kids, it's very hard to
Find the fun.
He still will have fun, but he's the guy that you go on comp, Cripper, let's go have a beer, and he's very much a little bit more reserved these days for other reasons and reasons in his life, but he's the type of guy that you really want there. You want him there because he's a good time, he's good fun, and then on field he's a very smart footballer, and you accompany that with high work rate, which Cripper has. It makes it very hard to play on.
I've just sent you boys a text message. Is this one of the worst lookalike bobbleheads of all time going around? Oz, this is your bobblehead.
Oh my God.
That's really bad, hey?
How's that look anything like you?
That is shocking.
Nailed it. Who is that?
That's not me, is it?
Oh, it's meant to be. It's got Oscar Allen written down the bottom. All right, Gov.
Oh, awesome.
The Nullarbor Drive. You've kind of covered it to death on other stations and whatnot, but I got a few quick fires for you.
Yeah.
All right? Maybe questions you haven't got.
Yeah.
How long did it take in total?
3 days.
Yep. Would you have enjoyed the drive ordinarily if your body wasn't in a screaming heap?
If I didn't have to rush it, 3 days is still too quick, whether you saw or not. But if I didn't have to rush it, for sure, it's something I've always wanted to do.
Were you comfortable with Mads doing the full Adelaide leg?
Oh, good question.
What do you mean, as in flying to Adelaide and back?
As in driving? Didn't she do all the driving from Adelaide to Perth?
Yeah, I was comfortable enough. I just had to bite my tongue and do it.
How do you feel about being involved in the two most extreme hospital stories this year? Didn't you go to hospital, didn't need any treatment, held the plane up for the boys, and then the next one you're driving back, like not catching flights?
Yeah, yep.
What was the early one?
That was my spleen. Yeah. Am I proud of that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course I am, mate. I'm the type of guy that holds planes up, so no, not at all.
Which journey you reckon was worse? Your 3 days in a car with smashed up body or the Dockers charter flight to Tassie? Did you hear about the charter flight?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Have you heard about the charter flight?
No.
Oh, they got on the flight and there was no water after the first half an hour, and then they had to scoop all their waste out of the toilets.
No.
Really?
Yeah, it was a full breakdown.
When was that?
Whenever they played in Tassie.
So I might go to the toilet before we get on the plane this week. That's good intel.
Just bring your own colostomy bag this time around, I would have thought, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, we'll be holding.
Yeah,
Hold on.
There's kind of a hold policy anyway.
Gaffy's plane poo that he does every time he travels is just going to have to go on the back burner for sure. He can do it in his bag if he wants.
It's amazing. The minute the seatbelt sign goes
He's
off,
straight off.
Daffy's up.
How was the majority of time spent in the car to entertain yourselves? Was it potty? Was it talking? Was it music?
Bit of everything. We had to rotate a fair few things. Obviously, podcasts, music, no talking. Yeah, we rotated a fair bit, but there was a lot of silence for a while there. It was actually good just to get some peace and quiet without the kids.
And I was told the story about how you ran into old mate at Adelaide who knew the bloke that did the damage to you.
Yeah, mate, how was that? I went to Sejuna, and there was one member in Sejuna, and because I was there, I thought stuff, I'll go say good day.
That's very cool doing that.
Yeah, I just thought that how often is someone going through Sejuna? Yeah. Anyway, seen him, and he was best mates with the dad of Kyle Chandler, who plays for Melbourne, and he's the bloke I hit and broke my ribs.
Cade, but yep.
Cade, is it Cade?
Yeah, Cade,
Oh, sorry, Cade or Kyle. So he was the guy. He was the reason I was there. So it was just weird.
That's bizarre. Hey?
It was so weird.
And his dad lives in that town as well. Like,
yeah,
is that where he's from?
Just a town next to it,
Yeah,
Sejuna or something. He's it's part of the local league there, and that's how we got chatting about it. And then I couldn't believe that he was the young fella I hit and broke my ribs, and the reason I was there, and it was a sign that I was meant to be there, I think. So it was good. It was good seeing him there in the middle of nowhere, really, in Sejuna. It was good fun.
Who's done more sportsman nights out of you two, you reckon?
Sheeta's taken the cake by a mile.
I've gone very quiet on the sporties, mate. I'm not in demand at the moment, but there's a few people who have upped it a bit. I think Jakey Waterman's
cashing in.
He's had a busy.
Most improved on field and off.
Hard.
JK 2.0, mate, at the moment.
Yeah, who's done more? Actually, that's probably a better question. Who's done more, you or JK?
JK.
Nah,
JK.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You reckon?
JK. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a
Close.
tight battle, I reckon. Tight battle.
Over or under 50
Way overs.
for you?
For Matt, oh, jeez.
You're way overs 50, mate.
100.
Nah, not 100, mate. Not 100. I don't reckon. Nah, not 100.
Add 'em up.
You reckon you done 50?
Mate, I went hot after the grand final.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then pretty much since then, I've been dry until this year. I've done a couple, but...
Couple of big ticket items, which brings me to the next one. Speaking of CBAs and giving back to the community, a few boys, went across town and saw some schools and it was great. But geez, one club in particular, North Beach, don't know if you've heard of them, but they had some superstars there. Clay Hall, indoctrinated, we'll take him. Jai Cully, Jamie Cripps, that's going to be Reef's club. I've already told him that. But then, we've got great surf vibes already with those mobs there on the coast. And then you sprinkle a bit of Jay Gov and Harley Reid into the equation.
Oh, how was it?
North Beach is going off.
Yeah, it was quite start. Hawley actually called me. He's like, mate, we meant to be here. There's no one here. I was like, mate, you're down at North Beach. There'll be plenty of people there. And they rocked up. There actually wasn't many. All the girls started rocking up a bit late. And then we've got a Facebook page, Coastal Whispers.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon someone's dropped a line on Coastal Whispers.
Yeah,
and by the time we finished, the community was in full force. And poor Harley. Not poor Harley. That's what we're there for. We're there for to give back to the community. But
poor Harley.
he was looking at me going, mate, where's all these people coming from? I said, I think we got this page on Coastal Whispers and everyone's come down. But North Beach, great club.
Pretty sure my street group chat was put in that Harley was down the road. So
Yeah, really?
yeah. Everyone started rolling down there.
Yeah, it was all the rounds were going around anyway. We were seeing people coming from anywhere and everywhere, but it was good. There's a lot of big turnout.
Give me some updates on Hutto's career down at North Beach.
Killing it.
How you
He's
finding
going
it?
good. Yeah, Brad Smithy's coach. Extremely lucky. Obviously was a recruiter here at West Coast for a few years. So
Is his kid the same age?
yes, yep, they're in the same age. So he's obviously coaching the same team.
Is he gigantic, his kid?
Not gigantic, a bit bigger, but not overly bigger, if that makes sense. But yeah, Huddy's going well. He's having fun. That's all that really matters for him. But yeah, he's quietly kicking six every week from the halfback, I think.
Boots is on the record saying that he's just like Dad, like very stubborn, very cheeky.
Yeah, he's nice. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe he's a bit stubborn and cheeky and extremely good footballer.
Mm-hmm. Are you getting involved? Are you cutting oranges or waving the goal?
Yeah, like when it's my turn, we'll cut the
When it's my
oranges.
turn.
Well, you rotate it. Everyone rotates the oranges and they clean the jumpers. So when it's our turn for sure, I'll help out when I need to, but I'm one out, one back, and try not to get too involved because I'm too competitive. So I just like to just sit back and watch and
Wait till the games start, Gov. Then you can't help yourself.
He's got a round robin comp this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
The game's gala day they call it. So the big fellas put a couple of extra training sessions in this week to make sure he performs.
Sheeta, pisser of a week, but ultimately the last couple of years with body sort of letdowns and the frustrations behind the sport that is footy. How have you found the last little bit mentally and physically?
Frustrating, but I think I see a light at the end of the tunnel now. I'll go in and get operated on next week, and hopefully from there I can have some time off away and get back into it and have another crack at it. But obviously frustrating, but I mean, perspective starts to kick in a lot. So I enjoy being at the club, being around the boys and, trying to be a plus one around the club as much as I can, as much as I'm not out on the footy field. So I would have liked to have played more games this year, and the games that I've played I would have liked to have played better in, but I think I'll be better for the run having this op and pushing forward, mate.
Few questions left. So you're filling in for TB, couldn't make it today. Is he the best looking Eagle in the Simpson era? I'll give you some nominees of who he's coming up against. If you don't agree. Duggo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to put Shug in there, but he missed Kane Lucas, missed
Sugar?
that period. Yeah. Very good looking man.
Yeah.
Depends what you're going for.
Yeah.
Is he up there?
Can I throw a
Yeah,
couple names out?
JD.
Yeah,
He'd
JD's
be
a
up
bit of a
there.
roux.
Shade Wellingham's pretty handsome.
Wellingham's on my list. Very
Yeah,
good.
TB's just got him purely because of the height.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big part.
I
feel like he's a he's a good he's a good looking man for sure. But then you just put this bigger stature on him. You're going, all right, he's borderline the full package with that.
I like the big horse. Big Fraser McGuinness from the neck up was a good looking man. From the neck down, he had some work to do, but neck up, he's like good beard, like big guy.
Yeah.
I'm getting nothing from you two. You guys not loving that one.
Sheppy would like to think he's in the top three.
No.
He'd like to think he's in
You've
there.
got Sheppy on there.
Sheppy and Wellingham were a couple of honourable mentions.
Don't you reckon Sheppy's good looking?
No, I'm saying Sheppy would like to think he's on the podium.
All right, we'll move on. Gov.
Don't throw any of us up here.
Did you just throw Gov up there?
You were good.
Hey, Coxie's there to you.
Oh, yeah, mate. I've got a head for 80. I'm more than happy to say that.
I'm seeing Liam Ryan chewing like a large amount of chewing gum while playing footy.
Yeah.
Do you want to bring him aside and tell him about the dangers of not wearing mouth guards out in the pitch or what?
Yeah, I do.
Stories?
But at the same time...
How much that cost you? Couple of G bang?
No, I think it was through me private health. So it didn't cost. Oh, I actually don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure
Drop in the ocean.
it comes out of your, what do you call it? Your
Pay slip
your
or
pay
whatever.
stuff
Yeah.
at the end of the year. So I'll probably see it then and kick myself. But yeah, no, he should be wearing one.
What'd you get? A cap? A new tooth? What happened with you?
Nah, cracked it in half, and because it didn't hit the root or the nerve, sorry, they said they could just cap it. So I just capped it for now, and
Cap on him.
then if I need to get something further on later on down in the end of my career, I'll do that. But yeah, it wasn't pleasant.
Matt Roser I picked as the other honourable mention.
Yeah, Rose is a bit of a
Yeah,
rude.
he's handsome.
Did all right. All right.
Pritter's pretty good looking back in the day, do you not reckon?
Yeah, Prid's
Lecker.
Sparkler Cra,
Just.
Maybe.
JK.
Yeah, JK.
Okay, yeah.
Well, they're all coming out now. Here we go.
Matty Edwards wants to know if you could pick 3 teammates to have driven across the Nullarbor with, who are you picking from this current team?
From the current team?
Yeah.
TB, probably Sheeta and Tommy Cole.
Lexity Man wants to know, do you ever fight with TB over who's flying, who's looking after who, getting in each other's way?
Yeah, we've had a few Barneys here and there, and I've had to swallow my pride and stay down a bit more because I'm sick of my ribs getting broken by his knee every 2 weeks. But no, we don't argue too much. We give constructive feedback to each other, but yeah, we have normally run into each other a fair bit.
Love it. What's going on in the business world, boys? Is there any promotions you can give out? Any code words? Any 10% off for the fans listening? Got nothing going on?
Not really. No promo codes, man.
No.
No, not yet.
On me, mate.
All right.
Except for just go to Paywise and look for a novated lease if you need to. They're the lads who helped me with my car get across the Nullarbor. So go speak to Frank. Paywise, novated leasing. Do yourselves a favour. It's going to help every single person out there. So get into it.
That'll work.
Yeah, I got one of those a couple of weeks ago from
Yeah,
Frank as well.
you're on
They're,
it, Sheeta.
They're great. So I also got a battery on my house, Positive Energy Solutions, great company, great men. Put a battery on my house and now I get to charge my car and I've gone full off the grid, mate.
The Perth Now article for Sheeta, in the heart of Perth, one champion footballer has made a power play that extends far beyond the field. But just like in the grand final, she needed to stay cool and think positive. So we handballed it over to the local solar and battery expert,
Oh, I love it.
Positive Energy Solutions, to come up with a solution.
Love it.
That's good.
Love it.
Well done from you.
Couple of Duracell batteries on the side of the house, mate. Nice.
Love it.
All right, boys, bring your own doggy bags. Enjoy the flight and the trip to Tassie. Hope you make it in one piece. Sheeta, you and Elijah, looking forward to the build, seeing you around the club constantly. Looking forward to it, boys. Thanks for your time.
Thanks,
On
guys.
you guys.
Thanks for having me.